What's up guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be making a nice juicy jerk steak along with some cheese eggs for your brunch vibes. I got a New York strip steak here, that's just some green seasoning on top. I got 3 eggs over here, 2 slices of American cheese. You can use cheddar cheese if you'd like. I also have jerk seasoning and all-purpose seasoning, about a teaspoon of each. And I also have a splash of milk that we'll use in the eggs. I also have my black pepper ready. And then what we're going to do is season up our steak. Now here's where you grab your jerk seasoning and your all-purpose seasoning and you just lightly sprinkle it on top. I only used about a teaspoon of each, and you can use a dry rub jerk seasoning. I didn't use the wet seasoning, but you're welcome to do that. And now all you have to do is just rub the seasonings into the steak until the seasonings are well distributed. So now what we're going to do is heat up our pan and toss in 4 tablespoons of butter. Now, we're not just going to melt this butter. What we're going to do is brown the butter. So I've got my fire up on high, and what I'm doing is allowing the butter to sizzle. Now go ahead and move that butter around on the frying pan just to get it equally melted. And I'll just move it from side to side, and it'll take a few minutes until you start to see a nice brown color. As you can see, the brown color is forming, so it's almost time to put our steak in. So I add my steak to the frying pan, and what I'm going to do is fry it on both sides for about 3 minutes before I flip it. I like my steak medium well. I'm not sure about you. You might like it well done. I don't know about how other people enjoy their steak, but for me, I just like a medium well steak. So what I'm going to do right now is just add in some thyme. This is about after 3 minutes on one side. We're putting our thyme in. I've got 5 garlic cloves. We'll put that in as well. And now I'm just flipping it over to make sure it's got a nice brown sear on both sides. And there you are. Your steak is nice and juicy. And now you can take it out of the frying pan and set it to the side. So now we're going to make our cheese eggs. I'm going to start by cracking each egg into a bowl. I'm using 4 eggs this time, not 3 as I initially said in the beginning of the video, but you know, that's all okay. So this part is a little controversial, but I do remove the eye out of the egg. And what I'm going to do now is just grab my milk, pour a little splash in there, and then I'm going to get my black pepper. And then I'm going to sprinkle about half a teaspoon of black pepper into that bowl. And then once I'm done with that, I'm going to go over and grab my all-purpose seasoning. And then I'm going to sprinkle a half a teaspoon of that as well. You can use whichever brand you prefer. It doesn't matter. Now you should whisk those eggs really quickly with a fork for about 30 seconds and get 1 tablespoon of butter into a frying pan and add your eggs. Now what you're going to do really quickly is grab your fork, whisk, 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 whisk. The key to having fluffy scrambled eggs is all about how much wrist action you can get in there. So keep on whisking, keep on whisking. Don't have your fire too high or else your eggs will start to brown, and that's not really, you know, physically appealing, or it doesn't really look good on the plate if there's too many brown marks. But again, you can have it the way you choose. This is just the way I choose to make it. So I'm gonna keep on whisking the eggs. I prefer a non-stick pan. I got this pan from Home Goods in the cookware section. So I'm going to add my 2 slices of American cheese at this point because the eggs are almost done cooking. And like I said, you can put cheddar cheese, whichever cheese you like, Gouda. This is just a simple at-home scrambled eggs. And now I'm just going to plate it because we're nice and done. And I'm going to put the steak onto the plate. And now our breakfast, or brunch, as I should say, is complete. There is your jerk steak, looking nice and juicy. And there's your cheese eggs. I decided to pair it with a little bit of salad. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, guys.